Greetings from Leiden University. My name is Tom Liefvaart, and I hold the UNICEF Chair in Children's Rights at Leiden Law School. And in 2015, we started the Master of Laws program, Advanced Studies in International Children's Rights, which is a unique, small-scale international program entirely devoted to the rights of children as laid down in international legal instruments, in particular the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child. This year, in 2025, we celebrate the 10th anniversary of this program. And that provides us with a great opportunity to revisit our former students, our alumni, to see how they are doing and how they look back at their studies with us at Leiden University. And today I have the great pleasure to reconnect to Paul Lee. Paul, can you briefly introduce yourself?
Sure. Pleasure to be here with you. My name is Paul Lee, and I'm originally from Hong Kong. And I graduated from the Masters in International Children's Rights in the summer of 2024.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Yeah, and it's really good to see you again. And welcome virtually back to Leiden. Can you take us back to your first impressions? If you think back of your first steps in the program, September 2023. What were your first impressions, Paul?
My first impressions at first was how small the class was and how close we were with the faculty members and the chances we were able to really meet some leading academics or people who are working in this field of children's rights. That's something I've never had before. I was used to a law school of 100 people.
Yeah, and the class is rather small, so 25, 26 students in your case.
Yes.
Yeah. Was there, Paul, a particular moment or a project or an experience that basically shaped the way you engage with children's rights throughout the course or today?
I think there are two moments I could think of. The first is we had a course on private international law, and usually private international law, it was a broader concept when I did my undergraduate studies. It's about conflict of laws, very technical, but the way that the course was conducted, it was linked also to children and family. That aspect, so we got to look at topics such as intercountry adoption, surrogacy, and child abduction. So those were very fascinating topics that really shaped my interests. And the second was also when I had the chance to organize a monthly lecture, and that was where we invited Professor Kees Waldijk, who spoke about LGBTI laws, but also in relation to children. So yeah, those two experiences saw how different areas of laws really interplayed with children's rights.
Yeah, wonderful examples also. And I think also examples that really show also the diversity within our community, also within our academic community, and enables you as a student really to connect children's rights to all kinds of areas. So thank you for sharing that. And could you then maybe take us to the first steps after your program? I think you started on an internship to start with, and was that in one or the other way related to the topics you just mentioned?
Yes, so I started with an internship at the Hague Conference on Private International Law. So that really built on my interest in family law, in adoption, as well as parentage. So I started off there, and I also did a traineeship at the Council of Europe on children's rights. And there I got to explore topics such as child sexual abuse, but also child protection. And currently there's a consultation group on the children of Ukraine. So all these topics that I got to work on were really, really an extension of what I've studied during the master's. I'm currently a temporary assistant legal officer at the Hague Conference on Private International Law. So I've been able to bring in some of the experiences from the internships and also my knowledge from classes on private international law into what I'm doing now, for example, on intercountry adoption and also on the parentage and surrogacy project. All these perspectives have been very relevant in my current role.
And to what extent, Paul, do you feel prepared also for the breadth of the roles that you have actually already taken on, right, since graduation, with the variety of topics? Were you prepared well for it, and in what way do you feel supported by the program?
I think the program, the main thing I could think of is it introduced me to a certain way of thinking and approaching different topics from a children's rights perspective. Because the topics that I just mentioned, adoption or child sexual abuse, all these topics, they don't only concern one way of thinking, and the discipline that I've received and got trained through the program really got to introduce me to an instinctive way of thinking, and having that knowledge, the from the UNCRC and also with jurisprudence related to it, but also domestic systems and how internationally these standards are set and monitored. And so that was a key thing that continues to be very relevant when I'm working now.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, Paul. Well, I mean, there may be prospective students watching this conversation. What would be your advice to future students that consider maybe enrolling in this program?
I think one advice would be that apart from all the academic work that you will inevitably be working on, it's a very intense but in-depth program. I think making use of the experiences that you get to meet professionals in this field was something very valuable for me. And it was also during the program and also through your thesis supervisors, guest lecturers, and so on, and also the visit in Geneva to the UN Committee on the Rights of the Child. Those were all experiences that I would not have been able to have outside this program. So I think it's a very short year, but I would advise making the most out of it.
Yeah. Well, that's a wonderful piece of advice, and make the most out of it. Intense as it is, there's many opportunities. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Paul, for taking the time. Despite your busy schedule, working now for the Hague Conference. Thank you so much, and we would look forward to staying in touch and to see what the next steps of your career will bring you and where they will take you. I would like to conclude this session by inviting everyone who might be interested in our Masters of Law program, Advanced Studies in International Children's Rights, to reach out to us if you have any questions, or to check out our website for all the information about the program and all the career possibilities that we see for our growing network of alumni around the world. Thank you again, and look forward to staying in touch.